Hello, this is Tracy Kaywood, and in this presentation, I'm going to tell you why I ditched Facebook marketing for good, like forever. Goodbye, Facebook, and what's working best now for me to sell my kittens. So back in 17, that's when I started my Maine Coon cattery, Sassy Coons, Maine Coons, and I could see a trend. Like I was on Facebook all the time, and I could see that it was obvious that using Facebook to market kittens and get them sold was working. It was the thing to do. That's what people were doing. And so I created my Facebook page, Sassy Coons, and I could not wait to post my very first photo of my first female, Ursula, and this is her on the screen. I posted her and I got one like on that, and that got me underway with my journey as a pedigree cat breeder and on Facebook. And I was very diligent. I was very good about posting 1 to 3 times per day, every day. I was very committed, and I was very addicted to Facebook. I was looking for validation at first, like, yes, this cat's pretty, yes, everybody likes her, good, people are interested, this is great. And so I just liked posting, and I think that's what a lot of people fall into is needing validation by posting on Facebook. And then it turns into a habit, maybe an addiction. I don't know, I'm using terrible words, but I think that's kind of what I had. I was just addicted to the little shots of dopamine that you get when people start reacting to your photos. So fast forward to today. This is a screenshot of my Facebook page, and you can see I have 22,000 followers. That's my Facebook page in 2024. My audience grew to that size, which I think is okay for a cattery. It's a decent number of people to raise their thumbs and say, hey, I like this. Like, I want to follow this person. So that, was also encouraging and motivating for me to continue to post. I thought I was actually entertaining 22,000 people. Well, here's a post that I made on March the 28th, 2024, and it's of Chi-Chi, and she's kind of a personality. Like for my cattery, she's got an attitude, and she's my favorite cat, and she was a queen, and I spayed her, and now she's my pet. So, I kind of followed that story. But I posted this photo in March, and look at the engagement rate, okay? 57 people, or 57 reactions. And I know this sounds stupid because, everybody's looking for likes, but that's what we do on social media is we want engagement, especially if it's a business page and we are using it for business purposes. Then I expect, more engagement than that from an audience of 22,000 people. 22,000 people is like 2 arenas full of people, okay? And 58 of them only liked my picture. I started to question the validity of this social media platform at all. And to be honest, I felt like they weren't even showing my posts to my audience. On top of that, about 3 years ago, before I decided to ditch it forever, people started using my name and my cattery name to scam unknowing buyers. So, I started getting reports from buyers, and they would message me and tell me what's happening. And everybody that has ever gotten scammed, or any breeder that has ever seen this happening, has reported these people, and Facebook doesn't care. That's probably when I decided that Facebook is a pile of shit and they don't care about their users because they let this kind of thing happen. They just don't care. They don't pay attention to it, and they don't read what's happening, or they don't even notice like how many people have reported all of these accounts and say they're fake. They're not, they're acting like someone else. But if you look at the pictures, they're all got Maine Coons in them, and some of them are pictures of me. They're using pictures of me and my granddaughter, and they even have created a Facebook page that's called Sassy Coons, Maine Coons for Sale. That's not my page. And they're just using me and my cattery to scam people, and I absolutely hate it. And I can't do anything to stop them. They just continue. So I the photo on the right that says I can't use a photo of myself, that's my profile photo on Facebook. I can't even put a picture of myself up because they steal it. And if I change something on my Facebook profile, they go do the same thing. So it's just confusing to the public and to buyers. And I just left because I don't want people associating me with that at all. I mean, they're still going to, because I mean, they're using pictures of me and my name and my catering name. So I just think it's complete trash. It's probably the main reason I hate Facebook completely. So on April the 2nd, 2024, I did make my last Facebook post ever on that platform. And I will never go back, and I have no regrets. And it was really because of the scammers and taking advantage of people and the engagement rate. You know, those were the two main things. And you know, I had thought about it for a long time. Like, do I want to do this? Like, is this the right decision? Is this a good move? And luckily, I have data to stand behind the decisions I make about my business. So I always use data to make decisions. I never just make one willy-nilly kind of decision, especially one like that. And so I put this post up, sent everybody to my website, and said, you know, if you want to continue to follow, then subscribe to my updates on my website, and that's where I'll be. And I said goodbye to the drama. And I will never look back, and I will never think that this was a bad decision, because I have the data to support everything that I do. So my website is now my #1 generator of leads for my kittens. And it actually has been for 7 years. It brings me the highest quality people, the most loyal people, and the most serious buyers. I don't get stupid questions, you know, sent through Messenger, like is my cat a Maine Coon from, you know, like I used to get on Facebook. I just don't get that through my website. There's enough information on there that they can go read the description of a Maine Coon themselves and make the determination. But I do want to tell you that having a website presence isn't enough. You have to have traffic that comes to your website, and it needs to be organic traffic. That means that someone has searched for something on Google or Yahoo or Bing or wherever, and your website has come up and they click on it. That is organic traffic. So if you don't have a website yet, I do recommend that you go to catbreedersensei.com, go to the products page at the top, and then look for Cattery Website Design Services. Mallory and I actually provide website services for breeders, and we will build you a professional, awesome, functioning website. And I'm going to tell you how to do some SEO to your website at the end of this. Now here's my website traffic I actually pulled this report on August 8th. That's when I recorded this video. And it was for the last 30 days. And you can see I had 30,000 visitors. That's 30,000 people, unique individual people who went to my website to look at information about Maine Coons and my kittens. And there was 61,000 views on my website. That's how many pages they looked at. So you can see by having this data, I knew that I didn't need Facebook anymore. I knew that I could ditch it, and I never had to look back because I had so many people. I knew this long before I made the decision that day. But I wanted to make sure it was consistent and that it wasn't going to change over, you know, like this wasn't just fluky. But this is very consistent, and I get 30 to 40,000 to 45,000 visitors every month based on, you know, the efforts that I've put in so far. Now, the other platform that I started focusing on is TikTok. And I love creating content, especially videos, especially short little clips. So it works out great for me. TikTok is its own little subculture. It's its own little world. So you do have to learn the way of the land and know how things work there. And then TikTok will work for you. What you do on Facebook, you don't really do on TikTok. It's completely different. But I made my first post on TikTok in May of 2021. And since then, which is a little over 3 years, I have 258,000 followers, which is about 4 football stadiums of people. And probably even more today by the time, you know, I actually post this video. So the numbers don't lie again. I can see that platform is working way better for me as opposed to dead Facebook. In the month of July, on TikTok, I had over 2 million video views. And everything's a video. There's no text post or photos. It's all video. And 33,000 profile views. A profile view on TikTok means they went to your bio and potentially clicked on a link to your website. So when you get profile views, you get, traffic to your website. And those numbers are just every reason. There's 2.06 million reasons for me to continue my content creation on TikTok. These are my last 7 posts on Facebook before I ditched it forever and for good and said goodbye. And look at the right-hand column. That is a total combination of every engagement, reactions, likes, comments, and shares on the post, on each post. So look at these. This is a joke. These numbers are a joke with the number of followers that I had, the 22,000. Here is my numbers from TikTok for my last 7 posts. Look on the left-hand side, you can see my analytics under the red. It's 1,000x the engagement rate of TikTok. So those are the kind of numbers that I want looking at the stuff that I create. It took almost 2 years of data. This is 2 years of data, and you can see I got 13,000 followers in 2 years versus 258,000 followers on TikTok. This is Facebook data. And the followers here, 258,000. In 28 days, I got 5,800 followers on TikTok in just 28 days. That's kind of a no-brainer. These are no-brainers. Here's one more chart for you. I've pulled up my 2024 applications by source, which means when someone fills out an application on my website, I ask them, where did you hear about me or how did you discover me? And they have to tell me where they heard about me, and it's a required field. And these are on applications, so people who are actually taking the time to fill out my 7-page form and say that they want a kitten. Number one traffic source, number one application source was from Google search. So they Googled something, Maine Coon kittens or Maine Coon kittens for sale. I don't know what they Googled, but they Googled something, ended up on my website, decided to fill out an application. And then my number 2 source is TikTok. And then number 3 is Facebook. And when I pull the data again, probably at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, Facebook's not going to be changed much from that because I quit posting there. And as soon as you quit posting, people quit looking because it's not evergreen. It doesn't stay there forever. It disappears into oblivion after about 10 seconds. So these 36 applications that I got was probably the first quarter of the year before I actually ditched Facebook for good. So they were probably seeing my post and they went and filled out an application. So my main point here is that the data doesn't lie to you and it doesn't lie to me. I've used facts and numbers and research over time to determine that Facebook is garbage. It's trash. It's just a gossip fest and a negativity hole that, even if you log in just to post on business, you end up, getting some kind of warped message from somewhere or people, and you get sucked in everybody's drama, and I don't know, it's just terrible to me. But and now all the scammers that are on there, it's just not the place that I want representing my cattery whatsoever. I just don't want to be associated with Facebook at all. So if you want to dig into more information about how to get your website ranked in Google, what it actually takes, and have a solid, actionable plan, then you can scan the QR code on the screen and check out the Cat Breeder's Ultimate Guide to Google Rankings, Keywords, and Landing on Top of Searches. It's a free training that I do to help you get your website showing up in Google so you can start getting those organic traffic, that needs to come to your website to get interest in your kittens. I think if you are in this for the long term, then you absolutely need a website, and you absolutely need to optimize it with SEO. It's the way to stay permanent and relevant, is to make sure you are spending the time on your website. We're coming out with a TikTok training course. You can join our text message list by sending the word new breeder words to 833-655-1515, and that will opt you into our text marketing list, and we notify you like anything we have new that's coming out, any training, anything free, any new services. We got cool stuff we give away all the time. So get on our list and get notified for that, and scan the code. Or you can go to the website catbreedersensei.com and go to free training. There's all kinds of free training courses on there for you to consume and help you improve your cattery and get better and be a better business person. So I'm glad I was able to share this information with you today. Hopefully you found it useful, and it will help you make better decisions about what you do with your time. So I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you next time. Make good choices out there. Bye-bye.